And I think this is going to be a nice little battle. Every once in a while when you're facing young players and even something like this, you like to send a little message. You know something? Just like when people fill in for you, you leave some little trap doors for them in the dressing room to let them know, don't get comfortable here, girl. This is my show.
One time I put something on the seat, that was it.
Steph Curry, I believe him and Lonzo, they're going to see a little showdown tonight.
I've seen enough Steph Curry the last 4 years. I'm excited to see Lonzo ball. Coming back from the injury, seeing how Lonzo looks with LeBron on the court at the same time, Lonzo's the guy that I am most excited to watch tonight.
All right, sticking with the NBA, a recent article from ESPN details Kyrie Irving's handle. Last season, Kyrie shot a remarkable 55% on plays when he dribbled at least 10 times. Nick, the NBA player with the best handles is blank.
It's Kyrie. He's got to be the NBA player with the best handles right now because he's the player with the best handles ever. The two best handles in world history are playing in the league right now. Two guys we've talked about in the last 90 seconds. Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry. That's with respect to our friend Isaiah Thomas, Pistol Pete, Skip Smilou, all of them. Kyrie Irving's the best.
Isaiah Thomas told me, he's the one who taught me how to dribble. I met him in 6th grade when he was at IU with my brother Butch. He taught me how to dribble. He was the best dribbler I ever seen besides Marcus Haynes. Harlem Globetrotters. Had a guy from my hometown, played with the Globetrotters, so I've seen the Globetrotters play more than I saw NBA basketball when I was a kid. But Isaiah said...
Got that straight.
Isaiah said that it's Kyrie Irving. He said not only does he dribble, but he said he can pat the ball almost like someone playing a piano. He said it's amazing. No one in the history of the game dribbles the ball better than him. That's what Isaiah said. He's the real Isaiah, not little man.
No, well,
right, the original Isaiah Thomas. Not the 5'6", now bounce around the league, Isaiah.
Moving on, even though Anthony Davis technically can't be a free agent until the summer of 2020, that is not stopping speculation. Now reports say that AD is interested in joining either the Lakers, the Celtics, the Knicks, or the Sixers via trade. So you see the team you'd like to see Anthony Davis on if he were traded is blank.
The worst team on that list, and that's the Knicks. Celtics don't need them. It's great tradition there. They don't need them. Philadelphia, they got a big guy. They got other stars. They don't need them. So it would be entertaining because potentially they could knock the Warriors off. The Lakers, now him and LeBron, that would be my second best spot because that would be competitive. I want to see, but the Knicks with the brow, man, that might make Kevin Durant decide to join New York, and we would really have some stars in New York City for the first time in a long, long time. So New York Knicks, I'd love to see.
I want to make this very clear.
I can get his eyebrows waxed, too.
I do not think that the Pelicans should consider trading Anthony Davis no matter the offer. He's too important, he's too good, and you can offer him so much more money than everybody else. You build around Anthony Davis. I've been saying that for 2 years. But the question is, if he were traded where I'd want to see him go play with LeBron. Go out to L.A. Go have the best player in the world, LeBron James, with a guy who by the end of this year might be the second best player in the world, Anthony Davis. And that's the only way. If Kevin Durant doesn't leave, then someone's got a real shot at knocking them off. Is if a player of that caliber joins them? Anthony Davis is one of only a few players of that caliber. I'd like to see him in Los Angeles.
All right, on to the NFL. Denzel Ward and Bradley Chubb were the first two defensive players drafted, but according to Pro Football Focus, Cowboys linebacker Leighton Vander Esch has the highest grade. He posted 12 tackles Sunday against Houston. Nick, the best defensive rookie so far this season has been blank.
A guy we were watching this weekend, and I have just been amazed by Denzel Ward. I thought they made the wrong pick. I thought it was crazy they didn't take Bradley Chubb to pair alongside Myles Garrett, bookend defensive ends in Cleveland. But my goodness, Denzel Ward. He had another pick this weekend. He's got 3 picks. He's got a forced fumble. He's blocked a field goal. He is a true shutdown corner for the Cleveland Browns. He was the highest defensive player taken. To me, he's been the best defensive player.
Yeah, you know that I consume the Pro Football Focus, and they come out with the grades. And Derwin James, safety for the Chargers, his ability, he's been consistent. Started early in the season. He's played at a high level, and he's not a guy that can only play in the box. He's a rotational guy. He can play nickel, can play deep center field. He can also be an enforcer in the box. So he's been very, very consistent. Of all the defensive players, he's probably had one of the highest grades through 5 weeks. He forces turnovers. Great athlete. Blew out his knee in sophomore year at Florida State, but he was supposed to be the next Jalen Ramsey, but at safety. So great talent that the Chargers have.
He's been awesome. That's a great pick. He's been great.
All right, on to the offensive rookies. Rookie quarterbacks went 4-0 in Week 5. Pro Football Focus has number 1 overall pick Baker Mayfield with the highest grade through 5 weeks this season. See, the best offensive rookie this season, in your opinion, has been blank.
You put it out there, Baker Mayfield, and not only just whatever his stats say, his ability to win football games for an organization has had a hard time winning for a long time. And it's not only just on the field, you know what a relief it is for their front office to be like, whew, we got that one right. Because Baker Mayfield, when they ended the season, he was probably ranked the 3rd or 4th ranked quarterback coming from Oklahoma. But through the offseason interviews, the workouts, he worked himself to be the number 1 pick and has been well worth it. Great job by the Browns.
Great job by the Browns to not take the advice I and I'm sure other people gave them, which is got to go with the safe pick. You can't go with the most upside. You got to go with the safest pick, which was Darnold or Rosen. They went with upside. He's my answer as well. I know Calvin Ridley's got those 6 touchdowns. He's been great. Baker's been the best and the most important rookie so far this year on the offensive side of the ball. Baker Mayfield, my answer as well.
All right, got to take a break. Coming up, will Odell's comments have a lingering effect on the New York Giants? That's next on First Things First.
You think the Cowboys are thinking that maybe the receiver from Alabama, Ridley, would have been good with a star on his helmet?
Maybe. I mean, just maybe.
He's got 6 touchdowns?
6 touchdowns.
Oh, you could lock those receivers in the state.
Before there could be a nation.